everybody. So I've had some requests lately to show how I do my eyeshadow. So I was going to do a video here real quick. I only have about 10 minutes, so I'm going to try to hurry. So I've done one eye just to kind of show you what the finished product would look like, and I did my eyebrow on that side too. So I'm going to show you how I did that, and it's palette one. But the steps that I'm going to do, you could apply to any palette or any colors. Principles are still basically the same. So I've already put eye primer on my eye all the way up to my brow, and I've let that dry. That's one of the key things is anytime you're using primer, make sure you let it dry. If you put it on, if you start putting product on too soon, whether it be your face or your eyeshadow, that's when it starts to crease and look cakey and thick and stuff. So always make sure you let your primer dry. Okay, so basic principles for this type of look is you want lighter colors in towards the corner and darker colors out towards the outer edge and the crease. So for this look, I took Brassy right here. And this stuff is so pigmented, you're just barely tapping, and then you're just barely tapping it onto your skin. And with glittery, shimmery type colors like this, it's helpful to do your eyes first and then do your foundation after, and it will clean up any fallout that you might have. But also, instead of swiping, if you pat it on like this, you'll have less fallout if you're kind of pressing it on. So I'm just gonna do it out to about here and really concentrating on that corner. You wanna brighten up that corner of your eye, okay? And then, sorry, I'm looking down to get brushes and stuff here. Then I took Chipper, which is like a medium. Like you have your lights, your mediums, and your darker colors. So I'm gonna start with next gonna do like a medium and just start patting it into that corner. Don't worry if it looks really dark. You're gonna blend everything, okay? So what you wanna do is kind of make a V shape. You're kind of making a V shape at the corner. Go up into your crease a little bit, patting, and down along your lash line a little patting. Then you'll start pulling it up into the crease. Pull it up onto your brow bone a little bit, up on your bone. You're kind of blending it up. I'll try to go like slow motion sort of so you can kind of see the motions that I'm doing. But normally when I do this, I'm doing it quick and it doesn't take this long. But I'm just kind of going slow to show you the motions I'm doing. Okay? Don't worry because you're gonna blend. Don't worry if it looks scary as you're in the process of doing it. Then I'm gonna take Forthright. Again, very pigmented, so you're just barely tapping and you're getting color. And I only do the dark like right at the corner. Down along the lashes a little, right at the corner. You can bring it down underneath a little bit, bring some of your color down and blend it up. Okay, just like that. All right, then this is what I do, but this is, you don't have to do it this way. If you want more shimmer, I love this Swanky color. It is like, I don't know if even the video is gonna do it justice, but if any of you have palette one, you know that Swanky is like super shimmery. So I barely take, like you can't even see it on my brush, like I barely take a tiny bit, press it right into the middle of your eyelid, and it just makes your eyelid pop. See how the light catches that? Okay. Now, I'm just comparing my eyes, and I feel like I went a little heavier with the dark over here, so I'm going to try to match it up a little bit better. I'm just making like a rainbow shape here. Oh, my phone's starting to fall. The key to any eyeshadow when you're mixing colors is make sure you blend, especially dark colors. Make sure you blend so you don't have any harsh lines. Okay, so then I'm going to take a blender brush, which this is not Younique brand, but it's one of my favorites because it's a little bit bigger. It's very stiff bristles. Okay, and then I take the lightest color, which is just a matte. It's called Elated. There's no shimmer. And I just pat. And then I'm just patting up to my brow bone here. This is what they call a transition color. If you don't take color all the way up to your brow, then it just doesn't look right. It doesn't blend well. So you want like a fleshy tone, skin tone color. Take it all the way up to your brow, and then make circle motions along your dark line, and it softens that line. I'm gonna even do it a little more over here because I don't think I did a very good job blending on this side. I was in a hurry. It just softens that line a little bit. I still feel like this side's a little darker. I feel like my phone is going to fall, so if it does, I'm sorry. Okay, that's pretty close. All right, so that is how I do my eyeshadow. Basically with any of the palettes, that's what I do. Lighter color towards the middle, darker colors towards the outer edge, and then I pick like a shimmery color on the palette and just do like the very center of my eyelid, and just kind of like pulls your eyes out and makes them pop. So then today I used a brown pencil liner. This is hard to do in my phone. Let me try to get my mirror right here. My phone's gonna fall. Okay. All right, so there's some brown liner. You can bring it down underneath if you want. If I use liquid, I definitely don't bring it down underneath, but that's just my preference, however you prefer to do. I'll do my brow real quick. I already did that side. Again, this is really hard to do with my phone. Just filling in the holes. Bringing it down. I love that our brow liners have this spoolie thing on the end, because it just helps kind of blend everything. Sorry, I'm trying to look in the mirror. Soften that line up a little bit, because you don't want any harsh lines, because then your eyebrows look too fake. All right. Okay. So then Brow gel, if you have it, I'll show you how I use it. You don't have to have it. Some people just do brow gel and no pencil. Just kind of tames those hairs, keeps them in place where you want them. Okay. After I do my brow, I usually go back then and I take that swanky color again, that like really shimmery one, just barely a little bit, and I tap it up in the arch up there. It gives you, you can see it over here, it gives you a little shimmer right at that peak of your brow. And the video doesn't really do it justice, but okay, and then I'll do lashes real quick just to show you guys. Sorry, do my lash curler real quick. Sorry, this is never an attractive look. Okay, so 3D Fiber Lash Mascara. If you don't have it, you need to get it. I never used anything like this before Younique, and now I could never go back. I could never go back. Okay, do gel. Coat your lashes like you would normal mascara. Fibers. If you're not familiar, it's just like little fuzzy hairs. You're putting it just on the tips while the mascara is still wet. Don't worry if you see clumps, we're gonna get those. We're going to get those, so don't worry. You can already see the volume that you get with this. This stuff is buildable. You can put on as many coats as you want. After about 3 coats, it's getting kind of thick. So I never really do more than 3, but more coats you do, the fuller they look. After fibers, wait about a minute. You kind of want that first coated gel to sort of dry and the fibers to kind of dry with it. If you go back right now with the gel, you're going to pull off some of those fibers that you just put on. So give it a minute to dry, and then you're going to put your last coat of fibers on. You can also do, there's a trick with a hairdryer that I sometimes do. You hold the hairdryer like right about here and you're blowing straight up. You want to put it on like medium heat. Just blow straight up. It kind of blows off any loose fibers and it warms up your lashes, so it curls them up. It helps that gel kind of like melt, the fibers kind of melt into the gel, which just helps it all look a little bit more smooth and natural. Okay, so then you go back with the gel again and do a coat over top of the fibers. If you don't do this step, the fibers are going to fall off on your cheek or on your eyelid, and you don't want that. So always make sure you do a good coat of gel after the fibers. And then get my bottom lashes here. Okay. Oh my goodness, my phone's falling all over. Sorry, my phone's falling all over the place. Okay, so there you go. That is the finished product with how I do my eyes. So I hope that was helpful. See you girls later.